Doll's House, SOS, the Parliament Hill House. Part 4, the finish line. Welcome back to part 4 and the completion of our garden build. Here is a reminder of what we're trying to achieve. So far we have made the walls. These are just bare at the moment, we haven't finished them off. We have the coping stones and they are pretty much ready to go. That leaves for this episode the pathway and the grass, and to dress the walls and paint the railings and put everything together. So let's get on with it. I have decided to have a black and white pathway like many you see around London. And can you guess what I'm going to try and make it out of? It's this. Black and white duct tape. Brilliant. For two reasons. One, it is black and white, and the other, it is shiny. So hopefully it will look like glazed tiles when it's done. I had another brilliant idea as well. I decided to get some help to do it because I'm not good at fiddly things, but it's still my idea, okay? I wanted to make this garden using things that were repurposed and not bought already made, things you might find laying around, and I think we've achieved that. So let's finish this project. Over to my minion to do the arty stuff and bring it all together. We stuck the tape down onto some card and cut out the strips with the guillotine. And when I say we, I of course mean the royal we. When we had the strips, we arranged them diagonally and stuck them down onto some card. Just like this. Good, eh? So far so good. Then we made some edging strips with thinner black and white bits of tape and stuck those down. And then we stuck the whole lot down on another piece of card. And voila, it was done. Looks good, don't you think? On to the railings. And it's back to me. Here I prepare the railings with a coat of gloss paint. I'm painting the railings on top of a cardboard box so that I can stick cocktail sticks into the cardboard to hold the railings up while they dry. Look at the finesse and delicacy in my brushstrokes. Pure excellence, poetry in motion. See how messy I am? Time for some gloves. I think this section will illustrate quite well why I'm not allowed to do the arty stuff. This is a handle from one of those party bag things you see nowadays. Can you guess what I'm going to use it for? I'm using it to edge the pathway, just like the Victorians did. See here in this example? Right, that got them smothered in paint. I was going for the 100-year paint build-up look that you see on old railings. Brilliant, nailed it. Another brick in the wall. For the bricks, we are using this. It is a sheet of bricks that you can buy from model places or hobby shops. Not being a modeller, I didn't know about this, and there are loads of different bricks you can get. Cool, aren't they? Yes, I know that you might be thinking that I said I wanted to reuse things in this build and not buy things. And you are right, that's what I said. I also said I wanted to use things laying around. Now, you see these bricks? They were bought a long time ago for another project and were a mistake because they didn't match the other bricks in the project. Nothing to do with me. So, they were never used and were just laying around doing nothing. So I didn't buy them and I am repurposing them for this job. Brilliant. I should have been a lawyer. Look how my minion smothers it in glue. That's not coming off in a hurry, I can tell you. And there we have it, bricks in the walls, another step forward. Now for the garden. The grass is going to be made from these dish cleaning pads or scouring pads. I found them doing nothing in the kitchen. And add some paint and there you go, grass. The design only shows grass for the garden, but we have decided to add some things to it. Along with the grass, there's going to be some hedges. Cut from some seating foam we had lying about, waiting to be taken to the tip. Here I am again, taking my life in my hands, using a knife. I've cut myself over the years so many times that I'm not really allowed to use one without a grown-up around. Still, you'll be glad to know I survived this bit. I cut the foam into strips, as you can see, and handed it over to my model making friend, and she tore into it like a storm. I wasn't really sure what she was doing at first, and then it started to take shape. Then the paint was added and the hedges really came to life. I can't say that they were my idea, but if you think about it, it was my idea to get my friends help. So in a way, without me doing that, we wouldn't have had the hedges made. So it was my idea really in the end. I thought it must have been because it was a good one. So there you go, brilliant. They look really good, don't they? Now, at this point, everything was made and ready to be put together. My friend is not very keen on me filming because it takes longer, having to set the shots up and move the camera around and all that sort of stuff. And she just wants to get on with the job. So I knew I was going to have to do this bit on my own. And I don't mind telling you, I'm a bit worried about it. I have a condition, you see, I was born with it. I think my nan was the first one to notice it when I used to stay around at hers when I was a kid. She had a lot of knickknacks and things, you know what it's like with nans. Anyway, my nan said my condition is known as BIACS, which apparently means bull in a china shop syndrome. Not enough study has gone into this serious issue, and it is a lifelong condition, so I'm going to soldier on for the good of humanity because I am a humble person and you need to see my genius idea come to life. So here we go. First, I glued down the walls. And hold them down with some weights. Then I move on to the coping stones. I lay them out first just to check to see if they'll fit. And they do, so I glue those down and hold them down with some more weights. Now I get ready to put the caps on the gate pillars. Not sure which way they should go. This way I think. And down they go. Next, the pathway. Let's see where it fits first. Okay, there. Now for some more glue. With the pathway down, I think I should put the grass in now. I'm really trying to work out the best procedure to gluing everything down, as I'm really worried about adding the railings, as they are the most fragile bit. So the grass in for now. Right, the coping stones, path and grass seem to be stuck down. Now I'm going to add the pathway edging rope. Up until this point I was using No More Nails glue that I had from some other job just lying about. I don't think that No More Nails dries clear, I think it just dries white. So without checking, I grabbed some glue that my friend had been using and poured it all over my rope edging and stuck it down. Now, you won't be able to see this from the film, but I was very stressed at this point and my brain was not thinking properly. Me, I was great, but my brain, it wasn't. Anyway, I said to my brain, I hope that glue is transparent. So my brain thought about it and checked, and phew, it was. Right, with the edging stuck down, I moved on to the hedges. Now I know many of you think I'm great, and you're not wrong, but I have to say I am getting quite stressed at this point, because I don't really know what I'm doing here. With each step completed, I'm surprised that it's all working, and I'm the one doing it, and I keep expecting at any moment I'm about to mess it up. Let's be fair, they never taught me how to stick down hedges made from seating foam at school, so at this point I return to No More Nails and hope it's going to work. I mean, it hasn't worked for me so far. No More Nails, I have to admit, seems to stick quite quickly and well. I then put some weights on top of the hedges, which of course spring and move about, and see if it will work. And to my real surprise, it did. Now I had reached the part I had been worrying about, and that was fitting the railings, as they were quite fragile in my clumsy hands. But I don't think I will show you that part now. I will save it for the final reveal. So now, without any further ado, it's time for the unveiling of the garden in all its glory. Oh, just before I do, I want to say that what you're about to see isn't perfect, but for my first time, I think it wasn't a bad attempt. So on for the reveal. Oh, one more thing. Only joking. I think it turned out okay, really. I know there are better builders out there, like my friend, who without her help it would not have looked so good, I think. To be fair, she was the one who made the bits that make it look good. I did the easy bits and made them look hard. Yeah, the railings are a bit wonky, but they kept sticking to my fingers and I was getting annoyed, and anyway, they nearly didn't survive, so I'm quite pleased they're there. There are a few little bits and pieces that we will fix as time goes on, and I'm hoping that there will be more videos about this house, so keep an eye out for the little fixes we might do. Apparently you can make soil out of tea, so maybe we'll have a look at that. And I'm hoping to put some flowers and bushes and maybe a sundial in the garden at some point. And what does it look like with the doll's house in place? Like this. The new front door looks good, don't you think? My friend is still working on the windows, but they will be finished soon. Well, like I always say, a blind man on a galloping horse on a rainy night would be pleased to see that. And of course, now let's see the garden slide out so the doll's house doors can open. There we go. Brilliant. I would like to thank the supporters of the channel who stuck with me through this build, and I hope to bring you some update videos to the changes that we plan to make to this house. Obviously the roof needs doing and lots of other things, and there's some big plans for the interior of this doll's house. So hopefully my friend will find the time and I'll be able to film them. I also have a special doll's house I want to share with you. It is a really impressive doll's house. It's quite big and it has seen better days itself. I will be making the films for this new doll's house soon. It's worth waiting for because I want to try and find a way of really showing off how good it is. Thanks again for watching, and I hope you liked the finished garden. See you soon. Bye bye. Goodbye.